I haven't read all of this yet, this charging doc, but Hunter Biden's been indicted. I'm not going to act excited over this just because it's a gun charge. This is like the least thing they could go at him on. They're going at him over falsifying his 4473 because that's the only thing that they have that doesn't implicate Joe Biden. And so they're going to do this as a wrist slap so they don't have to do anything else. They're doing it as a wrist slap and nothing more. Now, you knew this was going to be coming before, what was it, the 29th. But it is, I mean, he's hit with this new indictment. ABC has the story. It's, it'll be interesting to see how MSNBC and CNN cover it. The charges carry up to 10 years in prison. They're the first to be filed by Weiss so far. You know, the guy who also tried to structure the little sweetheart plea. And this was, he's got 3 counts of illegally possessing a firearm while he was addicted to drugs, and, you know, fault line on your application form when you go to purchase. And so they, this is, like I said, this is the least thing that they could get him on. And it doesn't implicate Joe Biden. So they have to have somebody, and they're gonna go after Hunter, and then that's gonna allow this crackhead to try to make himself to be out like the victim more because he thinks he's entirely innocent. If you remember, who was the discussion that he had that with? Was it the business partner who is no longer the business partner who ended up whistling on him? He was saying that you know, they come after us and they have to because, you know, we're of who we are in the country, and you know, because my father's president, and so like he acts like he's a martyr. So they said that these charges, special counsel, felony gun charges, by the same guy again that had structured that sweet deal for him that fell apart because the judge was reading it. I'm not going to be impressed by this. I don't think you should either. Honestly, I mean, again, this is the only reason they're pursuing this is because it's the one thing that doesn't implicate Biden, and Biden will probably pardon him or something. He'll pardon him. Watch, I bet you he will. They don't care. They don't care. They're trashier than the Clintons, but they have about the same level of self-awareness. They don't care. They really don't. So it's just very interesting to see all of this. So the federal I'm pulling this. This is all making. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the document. I'll read some. I'll have this linked up at chapter and verse. But the charging document, they said it was on the 4473, the prospective purchaser, whether or not you could certify truthfully that you are not an unlawful user of or addicted to any stimulant, any controlled substance, any illegal drug. And that you certify that your answer is true, correct, blah, blah, blah. And he said, oh, yes, I'm not addicted. But then remember, this was at the same time when he purchased his firearm. It was literally because he, in his memoir, the memoir of a garbage can, because in his memoir, he wrote about how he was high as a kite, literally at the exact same time that he was on a bender at the time that he purchased his gun. So he lied. And so that's what he's in trouble. I mean, he told on himself. What a moron. Oh my gosh. Can we just for a minute just stew over how ridiculous this is? Every single problem this family has, they created it themselves. Their kids are oversharers. They won't shut up. You have the son who makes videos of himself, posts everything on multiple computers, leaves his stuff all over the place like he's a damn teenager, and the United States of America is the floor of his bedroom. And then he writes a book just telling on himself, and anyone with more than one brain cell to rub together can look and see that this chapter corresponds with the exact time that he purchased this gun. So he lied. They are really, anybody else would have already been arrested and convicted, but he's different because he's baby Biden. So just trash fam. It just ticks me off. Why are you laughing over there? You're laughing. I'm like making myself angrier.
The baby Biden gets me every time.
Grown-ass man disheveled, flabby, nasty, sweaty, and pale-looking dude. And an enabler daddy. Every single one of those kids is messed up. Every damn one of his kids. All the Biden kids are messed up. Seriously, there's a problem with the parenting. Can we talk about that? Good grief. So this, he's indicted, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if they're going to make any kind of... He's got 3 counts tied to the purchase and possession of a gun while he was on drugs, high as a kite. And so we'll see. But I don't think they're going to have any other charges for him.